Walker Buehler. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
For the Astros,
yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this in the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
And that is out of play. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Mauricio Dubon in the box now as he leaves that one up high. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Lifted in the air, right center field. It gets down, a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. And it's caught for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Up and in, and a count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's two gone. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That one fouled off. And misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Back here in Boston. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Christian Javier. What do we have on him?
Oh, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. Duran at second with nobody out. Squirts away a little bit.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And here it comes. Ripped to short, to first, and they get Bregman for the out. Check out the Red Sox lineup. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Trevor Story.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners.
He's trying for third, pitching for a strike. Out at third, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Ripped into right field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And a foul ball. Ripped, but it curls foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1-2.
Rodgers into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Inside. Now 2-2. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
Fastball for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Pena batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Chopped left side. Bregman on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Astros lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Fenway, and here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Javier back to work. Ball one there. Casas batting in the cleanup spot, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And now it's even up.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended,
1-1.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2 is the count.
To the right side,
foul.
and foul ball. Out there to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And that one fouled off. gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Dubon grabs it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Trevor Story, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Batting 7.
So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. That one the other way. Rogers tosses to first, and that's the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. That one drifts inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Abreu calls it in, and there's one away. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And first offering is fouled off.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
One out, base is empty. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
That's foul.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Oh, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Line drive. Come on.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. In there at the knees. That's strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Toro with a homer in his last game. And he grounds one to the right side. Rogers throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9th, left fielder.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Now he breaks his bat. Walker. And they put the tag on him for the out. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Doubled his first time. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Abreu now at the plate. On a line. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Red Sox leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back in Boston, start of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz.
That missed. That's
and the
ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Out towards right center field. Abreu sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. Brendan Rodgers up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious.
Whips it to Casas, and that is that. Pure. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
3rd baseman, Alex Bregman.
The pitch. On the ground to short. Jump throw. In time. Got him.
Now batting
Tristan Casas. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one is absolutely belted. See you later. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 30 on the year. And we're all square. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
And a foul ball. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Way out front for strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Walker makes the catch, inning over. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. All even. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike. McCormick, 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against
runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bregman is under it, and there's one away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Pulls that one foul. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. To third, Bregman. Off balance feed, there's one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Bottom half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now, Connor Wong. Javier back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a pop-up. Rogers. And makes the grab. One down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So up next,
Second
Abraham
baseman,
Toro.
Abraham
Grounded out his first time up.
Toro.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. Now the left fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's 0 for 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it bangs off the monster. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One hit. Back now at Fenway. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Rips that one to right. Corrals it. And a quick out, number 1.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Walker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just misses there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it, and circled the bases.
Now Brendan Rodgers. And it's off the green monster. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
All over that one right there.
Now
A well-deserved double on a great
Pedro
swing. Got
Leon.
everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Leon in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3. And we're back here at Fenway Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Wilyer Abreu. And that one fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Dubon sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab. Now it's Alex Bregman. He's grounded out a couple of times. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one you tip your cap.
The Red Sox trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one ripped left field and brings it in at the wall.
What a gutsy play. I always found that it was difficult because of such a wide warning track here at Fenway Park. To get back there, sometimes you don't know where you are. But with reckless abandon, he goes up and challenges the monster and comes down with an incredible catch.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Red Sox go down quietly. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Liam Hendricks.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And that chance handled, and he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Got him looking. 1 away.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Dubon in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Yeah, what? 1-1.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Story for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 3 and the Red Sox. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. To the right side, Rodgers tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Story in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan King appears to be getting loose. Abreu, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That one fouled off.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Liner, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, base hit. Story around second.
Save.
And now second and third with one gone.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Brian Abreu takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Out to short, Pena. Zips it across. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up.
No ball,
that was
one strike.
ugly.
That's to third, Paredes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And gone.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Casas. First out in the top of the 8th. And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Hendricks, a former All-Star, 36 years old, and he's a native of Australia.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches.
That one ripped left field. Pulls it into the warning track. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
Right side, Abreu moving under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer.
Now pitching for Houston.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brian King.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
0-1.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
On the ground to the left. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, third
So stepping in
baseman,
for Boston, Alex Bregman. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Breaking ball misses down and away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So they make short work of him there. Ninth inning. Back here at Fenway, here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Hendricks back to work. That one missed.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. And foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Leon batting with one down, takes a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. There's a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting,
Two down, base is empty.
McCormick.
Here's the left fielder, Chas McCormick. Fastball for a strike. Pitches in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's a foul ball.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting him through this inning only.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Nothing across here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6. Josh Hader comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Casas now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And that is cut on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Chases that one out of the zone. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. And now Masataka Yoshida. And it's fouled away. Hader, multi-time All-Star. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The Red Sox down by a pair. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Smoked on the ground to second. Rodgers throws to first. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox.
Shortstop,
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
They're down to their final strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little.